Well, here I am in the workshop. It's a right disgrace at the moment because 2021 hasn't exactly started the way I'd expected. I've had a few things, a few illnesses, some of which I've shared with you and others I haven't. The latest one is I basically had a stent put in one of my coronary arteries, which has all gone very well, but that was 3 days ago, so I've still got another few days of sort of relaxing and just taking things easy before I can get back in the workshop. When I do get back in the workshop, I'm hoping to crack on finally with some of the violins that I've been working on for so long now. I mean, obviously this 2020 was completely mucked about by illness, and 2021 started badly, as I say, but it's looking very positive from here onwards. So I'm hoping to finally deliver some of the violins I've promised people. I thought I'd just show you a quick look around the workshop, really. When I do start in here again next week, one of the first things I'm going to do is clean up. It's an absolute disgrace at the moment. So what do we got? Well, timber comes in, and I use sort of prepared timber from some sources. I try to buy them as locally as I possibly can. I use reclaimed timber from wherever I can get it, and I also use just green timber, so to speak, which I then season. So we've got a mixture of stuff in the workshop, sawn down by me and just been sitting there drying out. This ash and this cherry, grown within 2 miles of here and sawn just down the road using a steam-powered sawmill. Figured ash from the Welsh borders, reclaimed timber which may or may not get used in a violin, probably not that piece by the look of it, nor that, but there is plenty around here that will be. I've got some fairly basic saws for rendering down timber, coupled with good dust extraction, of course, and even a chainsaw for some of the rougher bits to start off with, various chop saws and things, and of course a bandsaw. But after stuff has been sawn up, most of the work really from then on is by hand. I mean, I don't have a planer, for example, it's all done by hand. Got various sanders, that's extremely useful. Love that little belt sander. Bobbin sander doesn't get used much, but when it does, there's nothing that can beat it. My old faithful Blaupunkt radio that I've had since 1976. There's other funny stuff in here, like I cobbled together this cyclone, which in conjunction with a little Henry vacuum cleaner works extremely well. I use that for the sanders and for the bandsaw. Another thing which is a bit more technologically advanced is this CNC machine, which a friend of mine, Chris King, gave me. Someone put it together, but the important bits are really good and sturdy. I'm thinking I might make a couple of jigs and things using that. So design stuff on the computer, machine it out. But I won't be making any instruments directly on that. That kind of goes against what I like to do. The only other thing that I have, which is technologically kind of advanced, if you like, is a very simple low-powered laser cutter and engraver. I customised this and doubled the area that it's able to work on. It's a fairly simple setup, and I've used it for making Christmas cards, some templates. Yeah, really useful. For example, I cut this light from it, and also that, and these. But you do need multiple passes if you're doing anything which is cutting rather than just marking. There's a lot of stuff in the workshop at the moment that isn't necessarily violin related. I'm hoping you'll get to see quite a bit more of this one. So that's kind of where we are really in end of March 2021. Kind of been held back by a few personal things, but looking forward to getting back in here. One of the first things I'm going to be doing next week when I can get back in here is tidying up, because it's obviously a right old state and not very usable as it stands at the moment. Yeah, so I hope the next video will look a lot more organised, a lot neater and a lot more positive than this one. So there we go. Over and out. Cheers folks, look after yourselves.